Hi everybody, I'm Mike and today I'm going to talk about portable setups. To be more precise, the Aspire Nautilus Mini and the VTR by Innokin. Yes, I know this is an old mod. It's been 2 years since it was first launched, yeah I think so. The Aspire Nautilus, nowadays more advanced vapors tend to prefer in the Nautilus range the Atlantis, but I have one reason why I prefer, and it's not why I prefer because I have to use the Nautilus Mini with the VTR. As you all know, the VTR has an enclosure for the tank, and this enclosure is 90mm. And the Aspire Nautilus is 19mm too, but here in the airflow control ring, you have some ridges that make it a little bit too big for use with for it to fit in the VTR. So what I had to do was sand down those ridges in the air control ring. I don't know if you can see, but I sanded it down and now it fits perfectly inside the VTR. This VTR, it's not all original because I had to swap the, I don't know what you call it, but the tank section for the stainless steel one, because you have to be very careful with the glass one, because if you over tighten it just a little bit, it cracks. And in my case, the crack was so small that I didn't even notice. I remember that I was putting my mod in the VTR and there was juice coming out of the tank, and I was thinking, well, the Aspire never gave me problems with flooding, what's happening? And then I noticed a small crack along the glass, and I had to order the metal tank section, the stainless steel metal section. And I think that all around with the looks of the VTR, it goes better with it. The only thing I don't quite like about it is this kind of glass part. I think you can see what most people see in here. Yes. And that is the only thing I really don't like about this. But continuing, the VTR in itself, yes, it's an old mod. The Nautilus Mini, yes, it's a fairly old tank. But the thing is that for a portable setup, you want something that's sturdy, and for sure the VTR is one of the sturdiest regulated mods that you can find. Even though it only goes up to 15 watts. It would be good if it could go up to 50, but no. You can only go up to 15 watts. But the really good thing about the VTR, and everybody that owns one knows that this doesn't break. I'm afraid to let it fall when I'm in the kitchen because I don't want the tile to break. It's that heavy. One time I weighted it and it was somewhat around 300 to 400 grams, which is a lot. But yes, that's the thing. I have dropped it on the sidewalk and the dings are minor. It's really a great, sturdy and durable device. The other thing is battery life. And the good thing about this device having low wattage is that he doesn't use that much battery. You can go around with two 18650 batteries, one in the device and one as an extra. And when one of them goes flat, you just replace them. But what I find with the VTR, and because I only use it when I'm outside my house, is that a battery can go for 2.5 days. But that's the thing, only because I only use it when I go outside, and usually when I'm outside, I would say that daily I vape the VTR for 2 hours. So yeah, but it has a great battery life, especially if you use lower amperage batteries, because the VTR has a cutoff at 5 amps, so if you use one of those low amperage batteries with a higher capacity, I think you could get loads of time with it. The other thing that I love, and I have to say I love about the VTR, and one of the things that made me want to buy this device, even though that at the time I bought it in a brick and mortar for 110 euros. It was quite expensive, but it was a while ago. Now I think you can find it for 60, 50 euros with an 18650 battery and a charger online for 50, 60 euros. But it was worth it because of this enclosure. It isn't about, in my opinion, about protecting the tank. It's more about the compact size it gives to this device. The only thing that comes close and that I think would replace the VTR for me would be the e-grip by Joytech, because I love that enclosed tank, that it makes it, I can put it in the pocket and the only thing that sticks out, it's the drip tip. It's amazing, I have to say. Vapor production, let's go. I'm using a regular Aspire Nautilus BVC coil at 1.8 ohms. The wattage is 15 watts, and the vapor, the juice is 2070 VG with 6 milligrams of nicotine. The vapor, the best thing is the flavor. I think the Nautilus Mini has a wonderful flavor, even when compared to, for example, this Veritas. It is a clone, but it's an awesome flavor atomizer, and I think that the Nautilus is really good for a tank. The only other tanks that I think would be better would be maybe a Sub tank or a Atlantis, but I have never tried them. So let's see it. Really good, as I was saying. The aspect of the flavors that I think the Nautilus brings up is the sweetness of the flavors. It really brings the sweetness up. Would I recommend this device? I would and I wouldn't. I would recommend if you feel comfortable spending 60 or 50 dollars or euros in something that's 2 years outdated, and that isn't really that good for nowadays standards, especially at that price, because you can get a nice stick or even e-grip, which for me would be, if I didn't have the VTR, would be my choice. Those are way better devices than this one is in regards to the specs, but all the qualities of this device makes for me that it is, in my opinion, the best portable device and one I love to use. The Aspire Nautilus Mini, it's a great little tank, and if you have a Ego Twist battery or a spinner, a Vision spinner, or even a nice stick, I would recommend this tank because it's amazing, especially with that mesh, stainless steel mesh. It's a replaceable tank. I think it looks awesome. So this was my first video and hope you enjoyed it. I would like you to leave a comment on the comment section below, saying what's your favorite portable setup and why.